Hi everybody, as usual, I'm here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance and associated programs. We are a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world, and we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'm going there right now because if things don't work, it's usually in the link up with Facebook. So I'm looking for the group We Share Abundance Publicly. And when I get there, I'll be looking for the 9th of February. And I'm going to make sure my speaker's off. Yes, it is. And I click there. And with a bit of luck, things will be working. So far, looking so good. Let me just check in the Melon app, which is what we use. And we've got comments there, but they're not showing up in Facebook. Ah, they are now. Yeah. Okay, just taking a while to come. And it's Andrew from New Zealand saying, good morning, because it's Friday morning in New Zealand in the summertime. We got Kingsley saying, good evening from Manchester, because in Manchester, UK, it is the evening and it's winter time. It's cold, but it's been a good day here. Okay, and Andrew is letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear, and he is top of the comments list today, followed by Kingsley and then Norman from Doncaster, UK. Good, things are working. As I said, we are a cloud nation. We're an emerging nation. We've been around for approaching 3 years, putting in place our infrastructure. We have our own economy, treasury, currency, social services. And we are now building our industries to strengthen that economy and improve the liquidity and value of our currency to the benefit of all citizens. And I thought we'd got somebody else there now. Excuse me. Who can be a citizen? Anybody. We are the United States of the world, and we're a non-separatist organization. We don't recognize superficial differences such as gender, height, age, wage, level, geographic location, continent, country, background, color, class, creed. None of it matters. We just see you all as human beings. And we recognize that every human being is unique, has something unique to offer our community, and therefore is of equal value and should be treated with equal love and respect, and they are. We just ask that you come with a positive mental attitude, a willingness to share love and abundance, and we will show you the path to true and lasting happiness, and that is what we all seek. And we've got Akpomade in from Nigeria. Hi there. Let's have a quick look back here. And we've got Lewis in as well from Portugal on YouTube saying hi. Okay. Let me. I've lost Facebook. Here we go. I've got it back. I found it again. Okay. We will get started in a moment now because I was a little bit late. I apologize for that. And I'll bring you all the updates. But we will be starting with a short prayer, and that is to help us find that happiness. True happiness can't be bought. It doesn't matter how much money you've got. It won't necessarily make you happy. It won't necessarily make you sad or anything else either. In fact, it's better to have a lot of money than no money. But it won't make you happy. Happiness can't be bought. As I say, you can only find it through true loving service to others. And once you adopt that attitude and you go about life with the object of being of service to as many people as you can and offering the service of the highest quality that you can, you will find that everything that you want in life flows to you anyway. So you don't need to chase money. Chasing money is difficult. Very few people catch it. Most people spend their life chasing it and it runs away from them. You adopt the attitude of service and you will find that money will chase you. Okay, so that is what our prayer is about. And then we have a little affirmation to help us maintain that non-separatist ideology that we have in our community. So we'll get started right now with that. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love each member finds the joy of service. And through service, bless each member that they may attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. Okay, and our affirmation is like this. We have lots of affirmations, but this is the main one. And it goes, we are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, I say we have many affirmations, or at least I have many affirmations. I have how many here on my desk? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 of them here. I have 3 which I carry with me all the time in my pocket here. These are a bit tatty, as you can see. These have been in my pocket for a long time. They get pulled out as I'm walking about, taking the dog for a walk, and I read them. But there's one here that is very good for all of us, and it goes like this. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm very good at making money and able to help others do the same. I make more than I need, and so can share my abundance of cash. Okay, that's a good one. I like that one. Okay. Affirmations are very useful, but you've got to feel them. You've got to have that emotion. You've got to not think, oh well, it's probably not right, and you've got to be like I am fit, strong, and healthy. Not I would like to be fit, strong. I am now fit, strong, and healthy. Okay, whatever it is that you choose to be, you are now, and be emotive about it, and see yourself in the way that you want to be. Imagine yourself in that position now. Okay, and we got Ned Mull in from Fresno in California. Hi there. Right, what have we been up to? Well, Devyani has been up to finishing off whatever I said she was finishing off yesterday. Let me pull up the latest report here, because we spend a bit of time, because tomorrow I'm not going to be around for most of the day. Many of you may remember that a couple of weeks ago, I think it was, I had an appointment for an eye checkup in the hospital, and I had to cancel it because the car broke down the day before I was supposed to be going, and it took me a while to get the car fixed, but that is now fixed. So we have the little old car back in service. But they wanted me to rearrange the appointment, and I didn't really want to, but they pretty much insisted. So I said, okay. So that was set for tomorrow in Bideford, which is, probably about 25, 30 miles from here. But they rang today to say that they had to change it to Barnstaple, which is an extra 10 or so miles down the road. So by the time I've driven there, and if you've ever been for hospital appointments, you know that in general they take forever. They set a time, you get there in time for your appointment, and then you're made to wait for maybe an hour before they see you. And then with the eye thing, that is only the preliminary, and then you have to wait for the surgeons or whatever they're called to see you before they let you go. So it's probably going to take up all of the day, and I've got to leave here probably about 9 o'clock in the morning to be able to get there in time. What time I get back, I don't know. It will be in time for the evening session. I'll be here tomorrow, but I'll be missing most of the day. It'll be a day out of my working life, and one of those things. But I mean, there's always lots and lots I've got to do, so I've been trying to pile it all into today. Some things you can do, some things you can't. Okay. Let me just check. I'm back here looking for what Devyani. Okay, we've been mainly concentrating on getting the admin area set up for our support team to come in, because the existing support team have been around for a long time and they've got their own access, but we've got more people that want to help out with the support, and we've got to get them access, and things have changed over the period of time. The original support team have been with us for 2 years or more, probably, maybe even all the time we've been around, or virtually that. And so we've got to get this. And Devyani says, I have to add access to each section individually. I will add the names of all sections in a spreadsheet and the access, so we can immediately modify as and when needed in the code. But apparently she's got to go through each section, so it's going to take all day tomorrow and possibly Monday as well to get that completed. Although she does say, just a minute, today I worked on the admin access, modifying as per our discussions. I expect to complete it by tomorrow / Monday, as I need to modify access for each section individually in the program. Yeah, well, as I modify, I'm adding details in the spreadsheet. She'll continue with the task tomorrow. Logging off now. Having a good evening. Have a good evening. Okay, so that's what we're on. We've got to expand our support team, and the KYC team will be expanded as well, or we will get back to providing a automated system for that, something like SumSub. All under consideration at the moment. Okay, we've got Richard in as well from Devon, not far away from me. I say we've had a lovely day here in the southwest peninsula of England today. It's been sunny and bright. It's reasonably warm for winter. Midday, it's gone a bit cooler again now, but it's been a beautiful day. We've got, as I say, what we could get done today. There's some things that have to be done each day, so I'll just have to make sure I'm up early enough to get them all done before I leave. I get up usually at 3 o'clock in the morning anyway, so I don't know. Okay, we are moving forward, and the one thing I want to get through to all our members is multiple income streams. They are important. There have been times in my life, online and offline, when I've been involved in business opportunities, particularly home business opportunities, and they've changed, or they've disappeared, or they've modified the pay plan, or changed their products, done things that have meant that I was no longer making the money that I wanted to be making, meant that I was no longer happy with the way that the company operated. And these things can happen. Online, they happen even more frequently because you get people that set up a website. I mean, anybody can set a website up. It costs nothing to do virtually. You can make it look really professional if you know what you're doing. I don't, but I mean, the people that are running scams do. They make it look really professional and good, and they attract your money, and then they do what's known as a rug pull. They just shut the site down and they're gone, and your cash has gone with them. There are a lot of those about. We are trying to avoid those in what we recommend because we've been caught cold a couple of times with them. There was one we tried to take advantage of that we knew was going to pull the rug, and we actually forecast virtually to within the day when they did, and we probably broke even on it, or most of us did. It's very hard to get ahead on with those plans. Most of them don't last long enough for you to really get ahead on, and you've got to make sure that everybody that comes in knows that it's a bit dodgy. So we try and avoid them. We try and look for things that are more solid. But multiple income streams are important because even solid programs or programs that appear to be solid sometimes disappear overnight. Not necessarily scams, not necessarily rug pulls. They just are undercapitalized, or they run into obstacles, or the legal legalities that they need to comply with that are forced upon them don't allow them to operate in the way that they wanted to, and so it's easier for them to just close down operations than it is to try and comply. So businesses fail for a lot of reasons. Most of the opportunities that you see online won't be around in 2 or 3 years' time. Probably 30% of them are scams, and I'm talking about the ones that disappear, and maybe 70% just don't make it, and they give up, and they're not around any longer. They've not intentionally taken your cash and not provided what they said they would, but the effect is similar. So you're going to have multiple income streams, and we've tried to find solid. Once again, you're never sure, there is always risk attached, but we've tried to find solid plans that will help our members make money. And the We Share Abundance administration account, which is in my name, usually in my name, it depends on how they're set up, but it's usually in my name. All the money from that goes into We Share Abundance. Despite what a lot of people think, I'm not in this for the cash. Cash has never motivated me. I'm motivated by challenge, and this is a big challenge to get this all up and running as it should be and will be. I'm motivated by helping others. Really, I don't need much. Over my life, I've been very blessed. I've made lots of money on occasions, and I've been happy. I've made no money. I've been struggling to, we've lived in like a brick cave. We've gone back to the Stone Age with utilities cut off and everything, and we've still been happy. It's at a point now in our lives where we're content with what we have. We don't have the big houses anymore. I don't have flashy cars. They never really interested me anyway. But we have a modest but comfortable and happy life. Okay, So I'm not in this for the cash. So all the cash that comes in from the admin account goes into We Share Abundance to help that grow in the way that we want it to grow, and establish stability in the economy, build liquidity pools for the currency. So not only do these plans, if you can get into them all, help you build a solid financial base, because they're all plans, well, not all of them. We've got I don't know how many, probably 20 different plans in the Downline Builder. And many of them are free to register. Most of them probably are free to register. Some of them there may be a fee attached, but they a lot of them, and particularly 4 of them at the moment, are passive income plans that can enhance your lifestyle without you needing to refer others. Now, that don't mean that you shouldn't refer others, don't mean that you should. It means you don't need to make money. It's something that you can make money with regardless. As you are making money, you will probably want to tell people about it, and that's fine. But you're not under any pressure to go out there and sell the idea to people for you to generate income. There's no need for it. So that makes the plans attractive. And as I say, we've got these 4 plans. I sent out a message about them today, which can enhance your personal financial situation and help the We Share Abundance community at the same time. So I want to encourage everybody to get involved in multiple income streams. 3 of the plans you can get involved in for $50, $65, $85 for the top 3. And if you want to get involved in funds, that's a minimum of $110. So it would be under $200 to get involved in all 4 of them. And they have varying time spans at that level of investment for when you will see some significant income from them. And of course, it depends on whether you do choose to refer, and it depends on how much you put in. If a plan is paying you, just for example, 10% a month, I think all the things we have pay more than that, but this is easy for you to understand. If you've got $100 in that plan, you're making $10 a month. Not enough to retire on, no matter where you live, I don't think. If you've got $1,000 in there, you're making $100 a month, which may be a significant income in some countries. But it may be hard for you to get $1,000. You've got to build up to it. But I just want you to understand, the more money you've got in, they're always based on percentages that you generate. Can be fluctuating percentages, but they're always percentages of how much stake you've got in that plan. And so the more you have in, the more you get out. You can build it gradually, you can build it quickly, you can, if you're fortunate, chuck a pile in and be in a very strong position almost immediately, or in some cases immediately. It's all available to you and it's all possible. But the bottom line is, you've got something, no matter how long it takes for these to get to a significant income for you. And the most you're looking at really is about 5 to 6 years. If you don't start now, in 5 to 6 years, you're going to be saying, I wish I'd started then. Because you might start in a year's time, or 2 years' time, or 3 years, or you might not have started, and in 5 to 6 years you're still broke, struggling to make ends meet, and you think, why didn't I put $15 in 6 years ago. You know, so I want to encourage you all to get into multiple income streams, and of course an additional stream to the ones that I've talked about in that message that's in your inbox or in the email that you received from me, whichever way you get the messages. Of course, in addition to that, we have WeShare Abundance. Now, you're not going to make any passive income in WeShare Abundance that you can spend unless you're in the secondary staking. Once again, that depends on how much you put in. You can put in as little as $25 and as much as you want. And that is passive income or almost passive. You've got to log in to get your stake reward each day. There is the primary staking, which will build you a portfolio of wealth, but until we build that liquidity in our own currency, you're not going to get any advantage from that, other than the fact that you have the knowledge that you're building that, and then it's growing and it's growing, and it will, in the not too distant future, be worth a fortune. But you can't use that to fix the hole in the roof today. But you can with the secondary staking, and that's paid out in USDT. You can also, if you're prepared to work, share a bit of love and abundance with others through the Easy Business Builder, the SOAP program, the Poverty Crusher plan. You can make significant income from those plans, in addition to getting involved in these other income streams. And you can build those income streams automatically from a referral point of view, because they are all in the downline builder that we offer to you. So that is that is why we are pushing those programs at the moment. We are also doing a lot in the background, getting the Turnkey Cash Cow campaign started. That's with our I don't know, what do we call them, partners? They're not really partners, helpers. We're paying them. I don't know, we're their client. We're paying them to create the campaign for us, to generate the sales for the Turnkey Cash Cow members, and that will of course also boost the overall liquidity and value of our own tokens. And the sooner we get that liquidity pool filled up, then the sooner we can help people that are our members. But there is a priority scale for that. The first people that we will help with that liquidity will be the people that kept us going back in November 2021 by lending us cash. Those people have got to be repaid as a priority. The second priority will be the people that did similar things but in a different way, in buying nest eggs, and we will allow them to cash in the value of their nest eggs, and that will be done in a chronological order of the nest eggs. And once all that's been sorted and we are debt free, if you like, then those free tokens that we've issued, we can start helping people with those. Those can be utilized now in secondary staking, because if you stake $25 and you get 5% on that $25, but we also allow you to use $25 of your WES Abundance tokens. So you're actually getting paid on $50. So it's you put $25 cash, for want of a better word, in. You get $25 of your tokens. That's $50. So you're getting 5% on $50 rather than on $25. And if you're Power of One qualified, you get that as an additional payment at the end of the month, and that could as much as double it. So you could be, in effect, for a $25 stake, be getting $5 a month back, with everything built in, it equates to getting a 20% per month return, and that is in using some of your Wheat Abundance tokens. But that's the only way you can use them currently, because if we were to allow you to withdraw all those free tokens now, you wouldn't be able to sell them anyway. There is no demand for them. We've got to build that liquidity pool so we can support the demand and maintain the value. Okay, so that's where we are, and that's what I've been up to. And we've got some other people in here, I think. Let's have a look. We've got Kingsley, we mentioned. Oh, we've got Bazina in from up in Edinburgh. Of course, this weekend, Edinburgh is hosting Wales, Scotland versus Wales in the Six Nations, and that should be a cracking game. I think Scotland are perhaps edging it as favourites in what's happened, but it's going to be close, I think. Should be a good game. England are hosting Italy, which in the past has always meant that England would be expected to win handsomely. But the state that England are in and the strength that Italy showed against France make it a much more even contest in theory. England being at home should shade it, I think. And then we got the big one, Ireland hosting France. And that will probably be the decider of the Six Nations Championship, in all honesty. I think one of those two teams will win it, and the winner of the game between the two of them will probably decide the Six Nations Championship. Okay, who's here? Oh, we got Syed in from Pakistan. When you start focus on your programs, when we see liquidity pools, I've just been covering all that, Syed, so there we go. I daily log in, daily work on share abundance multiply, but how long it take to write direction? As quickly as we can. I don't have a crystal ball. At the risk of being boring, I am extremely happy with the way Graham Frame is managing. Oh no, this is Norman replying to Syed. Okay. I am in depression stage and sick. I still trust Graham, sir, but how long will it take? I can't give you a date on it, Syed. I can't give you a time frame. The more people that help with it, the faster we'll do it. I don't expect that help. I'm not relying on that help, but I can't give you a time frame for when you can get things. And you know, happiness and sadness are, if you choose to be happy, nobody can take that happiness away from you. Nobody can make you unhappy. If you choose to be sad, nobody can make you happy. If you choose to be depressed, you will be depressed, and nobody can relieve that depression from you. It's up to you how you feel. So don't come here and say I'm depressed, because it's in your hands. You have to have the right attitude to your own life and not allow depression to be a part of your life. You have to move forward with optimism and grace and gratitude and love in whatever you do. And I said, I think earlier in tonight's call, I've been in positions where we've had big houses and new cars and all this stuff, and I've been in positions where we had no utilities. They're all cut off, you know. Couldn't put fuel in the car, because so we couldn't get anywhere, because anywhere we went we had to walk. We had no money for anything. We always managed to have enough for food, fortunately. So that's one of the blessings we've always had. We've always been able to put food on the table, one way or another. I've always been able to go out and hustle up a job somewhere that I could make some money, buy some food, and we've always been in a position to share that with others, no matter how little we had. And that is an amazing blessing. And as I say, the times, particularly when we lived in Italy, at one period of our life in Italy, we didn't know anybody, we didn't speak the language, we had no money, our utilities were cut off. But I found ways of making a few euros here and there, and we had cash to buy food, and there were missionaries that used to come and visit us, and we always had enough to share the food with those missionaries. So look for the blessings in your life. Don't look for being sad and depressed. Okay? So there you go. That is what we're on. As I say, the more people that pull together with us, the faster we'll get there. I'm not expecting it. I'm hoping that some of you will get involved, but I never expect things. If you expect things of people, you will ultimately be disappointed, because you can't legislate for what others will do. You can hope that they'll do things, you can hope that this will happen, but don't expect it. Expectation causes disappointment, but hope springs eternal. Okay, you can always hope, and it's not a disappointment if that hope isn't there. You can still just keep hoping that more will happen. Okay, so I hope that more members get involved. The more that do, the faster we will progress. But we will get there one way or another, even if it is just down to me. I promise you that. We will not give up. We will achieve our mission and our goals. Okay, let's have a look. I can't see any more questions. Let's have a look in Melon Up, see if we've got any more in there. One thing I do want to mention, I'll get to that in a second. Let me just scroll down here and see if we've got anybody else. Oh, we've got Sensei. I will be going to leave the platform. I have no penny. You don't need any to stay with it, and I would suggest that you stick with us. 2023 will be a breakthrough year. How big, we don't know. Okay. Right, that's the only thing that I can see there. Yeah, one thing I did want to mention, I set up a program which was $5 a month to help sponsor disadvantaged children in all parts of the world, and the response to that has been really poor. I had hoped it would be better. I didn't expect it would be better, but in fact, there's only, I think, one person that has made a commitment of $5 a month to help. So we're not going to allow that to stop us sponsoring, because we need actually 19, I think it's 19 people, 18 people. I can't remember the numbers now. We need about 18 or 19 people to actually sponsor a child and have the funds to do it. But we will sponsor one child. And when we get beyond paying for that one child, we will sponsor a second one. So we are going to start sponsoring children there, whether we have the funds coming in or not. They're going to have to come from somewhere else. Where will they come from? I don't know. There was a story, I can't remember exactly what it was about, but somebody was raising funds for some spiritual need, charitable effort, whatever it may have been. And he laid out all his plans, and his follower said, okay, these are great plans, but where's the money going to come from? And his answer was, wherever it is now. Okay, and that is what's going to happen with our sponsoring a child. I'll be sharing more information on that, probably not tomorrow, because as I say, I'm going to be missing most of the day. Perhaps over the weekend I'll get something out on it, but we will be sponsoring one child, and as we get more people in, which will happen, I know it will happen, I just don't know when. But as we get more people in and we get beyond where we have enough cash to pay that sponsorship for that first child, we will then sponsor a second child, and we'll just keep expanding it and keep that going. The people that do get involved are going to feel really good about it. Okay. Another way of finding happiness. That's pretty much it then. I can't see any more comments coming in. I'm here every day, 7 p.m. London time, on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly. And each day I say to you, until tomorrow, be Weezer warriors. Get out there, share love and abundance. Give away some of those soap coupons, success on the plate. They are free to you. They are free to whoever you give them to. They will earn you money, and they will earn whoever you give them to money. Help people out. Get them involved in the Poverty Crusher plan. Get them involved in what we're doing. Get them involved in the third-party programs. $15 for Beyond Infinity. Life-changing. Not by tomorrow, not by next week, not by even next year if you're going to be totally passive. It's going to take you 5 to 6 years. But what can you do for a one-time $15? Forget about it for 5 to 6 years and then retire with a weekly pay rise. I don't know of anything else that you can do that with. Okay? So it's there, Beyond Infinity. It should be $50, but we give you $35 back of the 50 that you put in, or you can send us 15 and we'll put the 50 in for you. It's the same, isn't it? It costs you 15 whichever way you do it. Okay? God bless you. Get out there. Be Weezer warriors. Share love and abundance. I'll see you all tomorrow. Until then, I'll feed the sane. And I'll see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. I'll see you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. I'll see you later, alligator.